Okay, in this video, I'm going to go over how to import your chart of accounts into NetSuite. So we're going to start with the account list, and I have a very basic example here of a couple of accounts from QuickBooks, and I've added in some fields to map this activity. Really, all you need is a name, a number, the type, the subsidiary. I include children, these two fields if you have subsidiaries, and then the currency and a parent account number. So it's important if you're going to be importing parent-child relationships into NetSuite, and this goes for all segments, not just accounts, but the parent value needs to exist before you can import the child. So in this case, I have split out my parent records and my child records into two separate fields. And you can see that I left this number here. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to load the parents, and then I am going to grab the internal ID and replace this 13,000 with the parent internal ID when I do the mapping. So with that, let's go ahead and go to NetSuite and import our accounts. We're going to go to Setup, Import CSV Records. The chart of accounts is the first one that pops up. So I will grab my parent upload first. We'll click Add. And then thankfully, most of these all populate exactly as they are. And I'm going to go ahead and set that to be parent. And we got the include children set to true. And that really should be it. So we'll go ahead and run. And great. So we can see that my two accounts loaded successfully. So I'm going to go to the account, the parent account. And here's my parent account. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this internal ID 376. And then I'm going to just go back over to my child account upload. I'm going to replace that with this 376. And then we'll go ahead and do the exact same import. One thing I didn't mention earlier is that the QuickBook account types and the NetSuite account types are slightly different. I do have a file that's available for download in the class notes that has a map of all of how I typically would map the parent or the account types in QuickBooks to the account types in NetSuite. So you can use that. All right, so we are going to add the sub account of, that's going to be the parent, and that's an internal ID. And then on the subsidiary, I'm just going to go ahead and set the default value to the parent. And then the include children is set to true. All right, and we can see that our accounts were loaded successfully. And we'll just go look at the chart of accounts. You can see this is there's already some data in my QuickBooks, so I just went ahead and added those 5 numbers. They're shown up at the bottom, but we can see that the prepaid, the 4 accounts are all set up as children underneath the prepaid's parent, and so that's exactly what we wanted. All right, so that's how you would import accounts into NetSuite. We'll see you in the next class.